So before we get into the fun stuff to talk about, man, let's talk real quick. We have, before I talk about Taylor, we have released Damian Wilson. So we saved $3.6 million. So we were sitting at $1.1 million. And then we restructured Mr. Taylor Moton, and we saved around $11.1 million. So we're sitting at $11.15 million in cap space. And then we restructured Xavier Woods. So now we're sitting at around $13.1 million.
Mm-hmm.
So we restructured these two guys.
Yep.
Good. We needed the cap.
And before you go, I don't know if you're going to go to the big thing next, but you want to talk about Burns?
Oh yeah. So it has been brought up that Burns, the contract extension is on the way. It's just not going to be like today.
Soon.
Give it, it's not going to be soon. I think they're
going to of the summer probably.
Yeah, I think they're going to. I think they're going to, get into all that. But I think they want to work out their free agent deals first, and then, and then they'll.
It might be a bad idea, to be honest. Not re-signing him at that time, because if Nick Bosa gets that extension, the number. I'm not saying Brian Burns better than Nick Bosa, because he's not. But if that number goes up to what? Could it be maybe 30? You're gonna have to pay Brian. It just went from being 20 mil to being 26, 27. And so if you got done early, you may have gotten them cheaper.
Yeah,
kind of like that DJ Moore contract last year, before.
Yeah. And then now leading into that, everybody today is what's today? Today is Friday, March 10th of 2023. And everybody on Twitter, Panthers Twitter, if you're on it, is, well, what are we going to do about the restructure of DJ Moore? Well, it's simple. We're just going to trade him.
Yeah,
The Carolina Panthers now hold the key to the front door to castle, baby.
Castle, king in the castle.
We're sitting at number 1. We have traded with the Chicago Bears. The Carolina Panthers have acquired pick number 1 in the 2023 draft. And the Chicago Bears have acquired a 2023 number 1 pick, the number 9 pick from the Carolina Panthers. The pick number 61, which is a 2, one of the the second Christian McCaffrey trade, the second round pick for CMC we got. Our next year's 2024 first, a 2025 second round pick, and wide receiver DJ Moore. So,
win-win.
A lot of, win-win. If you're a Bears fan and you think you fleeced us, fine, whatever. You didn't, but that's okay.
The Bears still suck.
Because at the end of the day, as a Panther fan, I would much rather need a wide receiver than a QB1 every single day of the week.
Yep.
I mean, great QBs can make mid-wide receivers look good. We've seen it done in Carolina before. Let's be honest. Too many times. If you're mad about this trade, you don't know ball, champ. You don't know ball. Yeah. It's all the people that are mad about this trade are the same people that have been complaining that the Panthers don't have somebody to throw the ball.
Yep.
And there's something else we'll talk about since we've got the number 1 overall pick that we'll bring up here in a minute. Yep. But you've got to be excited for this, man. I don't see how you can't be. I mean, this is huge. We were waiting for it. And I'm sure people's like, well, how do you just pull this trade up and just pull it out and just send it? It's already been come out. This trade was made in Indianapolis. It just had to be. They had to work some kinks out, and it was done. That's why. And the way that I've seen it, and I don't know if I've got the slide for it or not, but I don't think I do. No, I don't. DJ Moore was pretty much one of the two things. DJ Moore was the reason we didn't send a 2025 first. This would have been for 3 first-round draft picks if we'd have kept DJ Moore.
The Bears basically demanded.
That's what I was going to get to. Yeah, that was my second thing. They pretty much was like, nah, it's going to be DJ Moore. We need somebody for Justin Fields to throw the ball to. I don't blame him. I mean, after you went and traded for Chase Claypool and he said he was a top 3 wide receiver and then barely put up a little over 500 yards, absolutely, you're like, yeah, now I'm going to need DJ. That's fine. Yep. It sucks. I'm a DJ fan. I got the jersey. I love DJ Moore. He's a great ball player, good wide receiver. I hope he balls out for Chi-Town. I hope him and Justin Fields have a good connection. But
nobody hopes that.
Yeah, you don't hope that. But
he gonna get locked up in Soldier Field whenever the Panthers play him.
Hey, that's another thing. Carolina comes to Chicago this season, and J.C. Horn versus DJ Moore is gonna be electric. I love DJ Moore, but that day, buddy, it's seatbelt. Click it or ticket, baby. That's all I'm saying. Lock it up.
The Jair Alexander seatbelt?
Don't do that. That's J.C. Horn.
No, sir. That is Jair's.
That is J.C. Horn been doing that since South Carolina. Don't do that. Boom.
You know who he got it from?
How long's Jair been doing it?
Since he was a rookie in the league, bro.
Loser. All right. Well, if Jair gives up more yards than J.C. Horn this year to DJ Moore, I don't want to hear it.
He won't. First of all, that's not even fair because we play him twice.
I just mean in any one of those games.
Oh.
In either one of those games. Okay.
It won't happen.
Okay. Hey. Pat Surtain was supposed to lock him down too when he put 120 on his noggin, so we won't talk about that though. Jair's better than Pat Surtain, right?
He is.
Okay.
He is.
Okay.
What's your there you
Okay, so we traded for the first overall pick. Now guess what? You want to talk about playing chess, not checkers? The Panthers are open to trading back. Now, the only way, and this is to recoup some of your picks, there's only one team you're trading back with, and that's the people right under you. I'd call Houston and I'd go, hey, you guys want to come to one? Because then the only way you're going to trade back is if you like young. You're going to have to like 2 of the QBs. You're going to have to love both of them and be like, either one I'm cool with.
Yeah.
That's the only way. So if you do that, if I'm Carolina, I would ask for, of course, a pick swap. And then I don't know if I'd ask for a next year first or if I would ask for the number 12 pick also.
I don't think.
And then maybe a next year second or third.
It'd be I think it'd be 2 and probably a day 2 pick this year, day 2 pick next year.
Like one
you're moving
first
up one
and then,
spot. You're not giving up 12 to do that.
Well, it depends on how bad you want it. But I'm just saying, if they're like, we'll give you 12, I'll be like, hey, I ain't gonna say no. I ain't gonna say no.
They offer up 12 and 2. You take that with never looking.
You're like, back. Absolutely, you can have Bryce Young. I'll take CJ. Which, since I said that, sources going around is the NFL feels like we traded up for 1 because of CJ Stroud.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was gonna actually ask you guys. This is what I was talking to you about before the show, but this is kind of like my my devil's advocate thing. Which one do you guys want? Like, I know that you guys are both pretty high on CJ Stroud, but like, if Bryce Young is there and for whatever reason you guys don't end up trading back to 1, you could have any quarterback in the entire NFL draft or any player. Like, who are you taking?
Who do I want? Okay, you know what? I'll let CK go first.
Okay, I got my answer. If I was the head coach, I'm picking Bryce Young. 100%. There's not a question in my mind. However, I'm not stupid. I know that man right there in that picture, Frank Reich, wants CJ Stroud probably. Just because of size. Using historical data, the dude's always had a quarterback that's like 6'3" or above. Bryce Young doesn't fit that. But yes, if it was me personally, I'm picking Bryce all day.
Yeah. I pretty much agree. I've been on, you can ask CK, well, you've been in chat too. I've been on the CJ bandwagon, the train for months. I'm a huge advocate for going and getting CJ. I love CJ. So I'm going to be happy if we get CJ. I'm not against Bryce Young, but there's been talks that Carolina liked Bryce Young. So if they get him, I ain't against it. But it's like I think I said it last week. If Bryce Young was 6'4", 245, generational would be thrown around when talking about him. 100%.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's too good. Yeah. And it's only because of his size. And it's like, well, how many QBs have panned out with his size? I mean, I get it. That's a decent argument. But come on, man. It also comes down to you've got to protect these guys, too.
You could also argue more QBs have failed when they're 6'4", 6'5", because there's more of them. Like, more have failed than have succeeded when they're 6'4", 6'5", too. Yes, it's a higher number, more quantity to quality type things. But listen, Bryce Young, I don't like whenever you look at a guy and the only negative you ever hear is, oh, he's 5'10", whatever. It shows you how good he is at everything else to still be considered QB1. Whenever size is that big of a deal, he's that good. I don't know. If we get either one of them, I'm good.
You're sitting at number 1 right now. So we went from last week. Oh man, maybe we'll get AR if he falls. Maybe we can trade up to Arizona's pick and just get the third best QB because Indianapolis is going to do this. Not no more. I'm done with all that now. You're sitting at 1. They've already talked about it before. If you want your guy, go get him. You're in position to go get him. Does it suck what we lost? Absolutely. No one likes trading away their players, man. Yet, I know, Cody, you're a big fan of Jordan Love, but it's at the end of the day, it sucks you're going to trade away Aaron Rodgers because he's still Aaron Rodgers. And he's been with him for 17, 18 years. He's one of the greatest of all time passing-wise, just QB-wise altogether, but definitely one of the greatest passers I've ever seen play. And it sucks, man. You don't want to. It sucked when we released Cam, Luke retired, all that.
Devontae, Jordy.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Devontae, and everybody was like, with Devontae, that sucks, man. At the end of the day, it sucks. The CMC trade hurt like hell.
Yep.
But at the end of the day, man, this is why. This is why you do it. Because now, and that's, and everybody's like, well, what if we trade for Lamar? What if we get another bridge QB, an older veteran like a Jimmy G? All that is now off the table. You're still gonna bring in a vet, but it's gonna be a cheap vet. And from what I'm hearing, they're talking to Sam Darnold, so they may bring Sam back for a season.
Yeah.
Now.
Oh. Sorry. What? I was gonna go back to a point that you were making earlier, about it sucking and stuff like that with the whole Devontae thing. Packers fans, if you're upset still over the Devontae trade, I just want you to realize that the Devontae trade turned into Quay Walker, and I believe it also turned into Christian Watson. So you can't be, and Devontae Wyatt. So you can't really be too upset.
That's what I don't think people understand. They're like, well, you're not going to replace an all-pro wide receiver. At the time, you're right. You're not going to. But what's to say that you trade away your Pro Bowl, all-pro wide receiver Devontae and Christian Watson can't become the same thing? That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Pretty good at football.
But it's like any Panther fans that are still upset about the CMC and now are highly upset about DJ. I get it. I've been in the same boat. I'm not happy we lost DJ Moore. But now you have the chance to go and get whoever you want. You ain't got to worry about the Colts. You ain't got to worry about anybody. You are where you are. And the last head coach wouldn't have done this.
No.
The last head coach would be sitting at 9, and we'd probably take Brian Branch. Because why not? Or we'd have took a guy from Temple. We'd have took Sika Ika because he's from Baylor.
Yo.
So, no, man. Like, Frank Reich come in, they said, you need to get, I'm sure David Tepper, this is why Frank Reich got this job, this right here. Because I'm sure they said, what are you going to do about QB? He said, I'm going to be aggressive, and I'm going to go get the guy I want, and I'm not getting a vet unless, and I'll bring a vet in, but I'm not bringing a vet in to put my job on the line for. Because now, with Anthony Richardson and Will Levis, there was less of an argument on why they could be day one starters. Like, they were more than likely we're going to sit a year. With CJ and Bryce, should they sit a year? It's arguable. Will they? Not. They won't sit the entire year. If
they ain't
either
sitting
one
at
of
all.
them, if either one of them sits at all. And
if they sit, it's like till what, week 4 maybe?
That's what I'm saying. You may sit for 2 to 3 weeks.
No.
And that's just because maybe
neither of them are going to sit. I can promise you.
Oh no, we don't think so. I'm just saying.
Think so. I'm just,
like
maybe if they play like.
I think that was the issue. Was they were like they looked at the QBs, the vet QBs on the board, and were like, "Is there really anybody out there that we're okay with getting that would have took the vet min?" Because Jimmy G wasn't taking a vet minimum. No, Jimmy G wants some bread. That's a joke. Is there any?
The Raiders might give to him.
Raiders probably.
That's stupid, but whatever. I don't care anymore.
Well, so are the Giants, but here we are with Daniel Jones making $160 million. So
exactly, but man, hey, I'm happy. I'm excited. If you lost DJ Moore, but you're gaining your QB1 for the next 15 years, let's just hope. Are you gonna be mad for those 15 years?
No.
You know, all right, like let's say Bears fans out there, well, we fleeced the Panthers. Okay, you did. Sure, whatever. No. Now, if we're in the playoffs this year and you're not, or if we become Super Bowl contenders in 2 or 3 years because our quarterback is, let's say he's really good and he's a baller, and we replace DJ Moore kind of quick, which kind of easy to do.
Especially in this draft.
Who really got fleeced?
Well, I can tell you from personal experience, the Bears are at the bottom of the division every year. So they fleece themselves becoming an organization. I don't know if you knew that.
Now I'm telling you this, the NFC North is getting some good people in there. I don't know if anybody's going to be like pure dog crap this year in the NFC North. I think all the teams are going to be pretty good. I don't know, man. Bears might win 5 games. That's pretty high for the Bears.
I give them 3. Bears still suck.
Oh man!
But I also got a lot to say about some people on Twitter. By the way, here we go. So I don't know if it's Bears fans. They're clearly not Panthers fans because they know absolutely nothing about our roster at all. Sitting there going, "Oh, well, yeah, you traded away the 9th pick to the 1st pick. Okay, pick swap, by the way. So you didn't really give up anything. You gave up a 1st-round pick, a 2nd-round pick, and 2 second-round picks and DJ Moore. Right? Gone. Who cares? Not me. But these people sitting here going, well, you gave up all this stuff. How are you going to protect your quarterback? This is like Daniel Jeremiah saying we need to draft an offensive lineman. We already fixed our offensive line. All we got to do is re-sign Bozeman, bring back a couple older vets, maybe draft a guy late, which, by the way, if you didn't realize, to all the Panthers fans sitting there going, we gave away everything away. So we had the 1st pick. We still have a 2nd-round pick. We have a 3rd-round pick. We have, I think, 2 4th-round picks. No, we have 1 4th-round pick, 2 5th-round picks this year. Next year, you have a 2nd-round pick, a 3rd-round pick, a 4th-round pick, 2 5ths, 2 6ths, a 7th. 2025, we have a 1st, a 3rd, a 4th, a 5th, a 6th, 2 7ths. So everybody's sitting there going, oh, you gave away all these draft picks to move up number 1. this year is the only year we don't have a full draft, and we're one pick short. That's it. And then you have $22 million in cap this season, not counting you're probably going to do something with Shaq's contract, whether it's a cut, whether it's a restructure. You're probably going to cut Pat Elflein because he sucks. Then you have $156 million next year. 156. Now, yeah, it's going to get cut down because all the free agents and Brian Burns, but who cares? You're probably going to have like terrible estimate, 70 or 80. Oh, wait. Now you can pay a receiver to come replace DJ. This season, you're still going to have like 30, 40 mil. You can go sign some more free agents.
Paris Campbell's a free agent.
Paris Campbell, Jacoby Myers,
Jarvis Landry, OBJ.
BJ Chark, OBJ, linebackers.
You could maybe somewhat look into seeing what Arizona would want for D. Hopkins. I'm not saying we should, but I would be like, I ain't giving the second round pick for a 31-year-old wide receiver. It ain't happening.
That you have to pay.
Yeah, absolutely not. That's not happening.
So yeah, for everybody saying
he's going to get a new contract.
That's what they're thinking that they want.
They're stupid. They also think Kyler Murray's their savior at QB also. So we'll just whatever.
So yeah, for everybody saying the Panthers ruined their future, make sure you do your research before you start calling crap because you look like a bunch of dumbos.
Yeah,
that's all I gotta say.
Yeah. So I've got this one. Joe Benner said Carolina did what they needed to do. I actually think they underpaid and solved their QB problem. I applaud Carolina. He's right. He's 100% right. We did underpay because they're like, we gave up 2 first-round picks. Wrong. What? You swapped first-round picks, and then you just sent them 1. Ryan Poles said he could get 3 first-round picks. That means you was going to swap first and send 3 first-round picks.
Yep.
Plus whatever else.
He said he had – what did he say on that one interview? He's like, I got 2023, 2024, 2025, 2026 first-round picks on lay on my desk.
That's what I'm saying. That was cap. That was a lie.
Yep.
He did exactly what a good GM should do. He said, "Man, I got 4 firsts sitting on my desk. I want to see what people thinking." No, he didn't. I bet he didn't have a contract offer. I bet he didn't have nothing on his desk. He's just talking out his rear end because that's what a good GM does.
Mm-hmm.
So hey, it is what it is. But we did not get fleeced. We underpaid because if you look at what other teams have sent for like Jared Goffs and all them other people that have been traded up for, we didn't pay as much as what people think. We really didn't.
And if you guys are big Panthers fans, you obviously know who Cody from C3 is. And he's been talking about how much it's going to cost and everything like that. Oh, it's going to be too much. Even he said, who in their right mind thinks the Bears fleeced the Panthers? We really only gave up 1 first-round pick. And he said, I was expecting to give up way more than for the top spot. That's a Panthers fan who was sitting there arguing because he didn't want to give up he thought he was going to take 3 firsts, 2 seconds, all that. All of us did. You got it for 1 first, 2 seconds, and a replaceable position. Love DJ, but again, we see day 2, day 3 receivers come out every year and light up the NFL. It takes skill. I mean, you have to have a good scouting department and all that, but, you get my point.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to talk about day 2 receivers, man, yeah, there you go. You got Christian Watson. But if you think about even, I would say, better receivers right now than Christian Watson, A.J.
Devontae Adams,
DK Metcalf, Devontae Adams. There's been many day 2, day 3 wide receivers. And even, go with day 3,
Steve Smith.
Steve Smith was like a 4th-round pick?
Something like that.
Right?
I should probably know that, but I don't.
Hey, wasn't Cooper Kupp like a 2nd or 3rd?
Cooper Kupp was a 6th, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, sometimes it's not even about, well, I got to get the top wide receiver. Yeah, I don't know, man. And this is where Carolina still has their 2nd-round pick this year at 39. Actually, it's 40. So they have 40. So really? That's what – it's 40.
Just 40?
Yep. So they're sitting at 40, so it's like, what about, this is where if they fall, you're looking at your Jalen Hyatt, you're looking at Josh Downs, you know what I'm saying? That's the people that we could be looking at. And we've talked to Jalen Hyatt multiple times, so I would expect that could be our pick. But all I know is this: when we do our live stream on draft night, man, it's gonna be hot. It's gonna be hot. And if we if the Carolina Panthers, right? Yeah, if the Panthers do trade down, it'll be on draft night.
Yeah,
it'll be on draft night. It won't be. I mean,
I don't think it'll be before that.
No, probably not. It would be one of those where it's like that. That's the night where if Houston was really scared about us taking Bryce Young, and even though we don't tell anybody that we love both QBs, they're like, we really need Bryce Young. Hey, what will it take? Give me that 2 and 12. All right, fine, just take it. Thanks, fleeced. That's a fleece. 2 firsts for your 1. Nah. So I mean that's what I'm saying. Yeah, if we're gonna move it, then that's where it's gonna be.
Yeah.
I don't.
You guys got anything else?
No, I'm not gonna say it. I'm just gonna let you guys read it. I done to say. Oh man, I love it.